Well, all right, guys, welcome to another episode of Cringeostrophic Disclosure, or How Ugly Is My Face, whatever you want to call it. The Junk Dumper Reviews is back. He's back once again to show you his ugly face. And might I say that one week, it's almost been 1 week, on this not new, it's the diet that I've been talking about for a long time. For those of you who just cannot lose weight, cannot, put on muscle, would love to see, look at this, would love to see your bones, which I couldn't. It takes a long time. It took me is it now 11 years? I lose count. Eventually it'll be 12, then it'll be 13, then it'll be 14. I just never stopped. And so if you want to have fast results, you can juice up. You can take all kinds of weird stuff and then find yourself with all kinds of weird failures later on in life. But anyway, today what I wanted to talk about isn't just the fact that I have been 3D printing and building 3D models. And what I mean by that is before I started 3D printing, I actually learned the proper way how to build 3D models. Now it's all AI generated, which is subpar. But it's just life. Nobody's going to buy your 3D model that's really properly done with, the proper structure. Look at this. Look at all those amazing quads in there. This was all made in quads, no triangles at all. And then, of course, when the thing is rendered, it turns this thing into triangles. But that just puts, it just puts a line across. When you have that rectangle or square, it just puts like a line across that. So it really doesn't, do much. It's not like you have funky little triangles that are looking really weird. So then when you try to do a rigging exercise and put bones inside these things, they all wig out. Anyway, so I probably talked a lot of mumbo jumbo. You have no idea what I'm talking about. But if you're in the art industry at some point, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, this right here, look at how much effort I put into study the human body and the muscles and the muscle groups and everything. And I put a dragon's head on this. You know how much I was paid for this? $50 after weeks of working and putting in all the effort of learning the anatomy of bird-like anatomy and reptile anatomy and combining it with the human structure and all this amazing stuff, right? I should be paid billions of dollars, right? No, $50. Now, when I did this project over here and I worked with a wonderful lady from overseas, and this is why I love women. You guys, they always talk about, oh, the women, they're horrible. They're all the same, blah, 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 blah. What are you guys talking about? What women are you guys hanging out with? Maybe I know what. You're going to Togi's parties. That's your problem. 79. Anyway, the women that I have been around are awesome. So I was paid market value for this work. I was not paid market value for this work, and I'm not blaming my professor at the Academy of Farts University. He was a good guy. He just couldn't pay enough because he worked in a stupid country with stupid regulations and all that stuff. So basically, he couldn't get paid enough for his own business. So how could he pay me fair market value for the work that I did when he can't even make enough money himself, right? So anyway, that in a nutshell is the art field for you. So there we go. So what I wanted to talk about today is be careful. There's so many amazing influencers out there on YouTube, and you watch them and you like them and you enjoy them. I enjoy Coach Greg Doucette. I enjoy Mike Israetel. I enjoy so many. There's a lot of awesome females as well in the bodybuilding arena. But just because you like them, should you buy their products? Should you buy their products? Are you sure that the products do what they're supposed to do? What real evidence have you seen, right? Because a lot of them don't even provide you with their blood work, so you don't know if they are actually natural or not. So I always suggest don't take anything that you don't have proof actually works. And most importantly of all, don't do drugs. Just don't do drugs, because generally speaking, you may look fine like when you're in your 20s, maybe even into your 30s, but then start things when you get into your 40s and 50s, that's what you end up in a wheelchair. So that's why I am very worried about the young generations. They aren't even fully grown yet, and they're taking these things. It's so dangerous. What happens if you get swindled by me, the Junk Dumper Reviews, right? If I get you to buy a Jabaye drift car, right? Or I get you to buy this awesome vehicle right here, or an LDR/C. God, they got to make an easier name for these things. Or even one of these, and you don't like it. Well, you just press a button on the computer screen and you send it back and you get your money back. No problem. But if you eat the wrong foods, if you drink the wrong drinks, and your health deteriorates, you end up with heart failure, kidney failure, you can't think straight anymore, who's going to get you your health back? Nobody. And so that's why I worry about these things. Now, since I am a reviewer, I might as well talk about these two awesome vehicles, because I spent a few days testing them out to see which one is better. Now, if we're talking about strict performance, this one is faster, right? It has a better turning radius. It's got a better feature to open and get to the electronics. Look at that. How easy is that compared to this one, where every time you have to remove all 4 clips, because even if you take 2 off, it kind of bends the shell funny, or you still can't really get to the electronics inside to change out the battery. But this one is so much better in so many different ways. However, it does have one little problem that I want to talk about, which is Axial, as usual, spends all of their time, dedication, and engineering on the chassis, and that is a great thing. That means this machine is the ultimate performing machine of its category. I wish they spent 10 minutes on their shell design. So here's the problem. This thing is amazing, and it has an amazing travel. Look at this. You can go all the way like that, over and over. But what happens when that happens? It drags across this part of the body, which means that when you're making a really tight turn and you're all the way like this, it goes. And if you are one of those kind of people who likes to relax, and you like that quiet of, driving electric vehicles, the last thing you want is every time you turn, go. So anyway, it's not a big deal. I'll probably end up just taking a scalpel or a pair of scissors and just cutting off some of this so that it doesn't do that as much, or find a way to make the suspension a little bit stronger so that it doesn't actually bend all the way into the side of the vehicle. But other than that, this is an amazing product, which I can strongly recommend. And if you don't like it, you can always get your money back, guaranteed. And it won't affect your health. Imagine that. Well, it might. It might affect your health if you are trying to enjoy your free time and it's going. Anyway, so there we have it. You have another ridiculous video from that pesky, conniving son of a gun, the Junk Dumper Reviews himself. And so I'll see you guys in the next video. But please do take care of your health, because nobody can give you that back. There's no money back guaranteed for your health. Just saying. Bye-bye.